makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? So I am super excited for this video because I'm going to be doing a review and 3 looks using the Looxi Beauty Temptation collection. So this entire palette is Looxi shadows, but the ones I'm talking about in particular today are the bottom 2 rows here. They are absolutely stunning, such beautiful colors. As soon as I saw them, I knew I had to have them. So I'm really excited to be using them and just I'm really inspired by these colors. So before we do swatches and talk about the formula and all that fun stuff, let's talk about the collection as a whole. So this is available on the Looxi Beauty site. They are an indie brand. I really love Looxi. They are all still in stock at this moment that I just looked on the website, including the entire bundle. So you can get the full bundle for $50 or you can get each individual shade for $5 each. So the bundle is a much better deal. They also have affiliate codes so you can save a little extra money, and then they do have free shipping over $40 in the US, which I think is really nice. And you know, I feel like when shipping is not super high, it does kind of, you know, make you want to buy a little bit more, even though like in this time I just bought the whole collection, so I didn't need to buy anything more to get free shipping, but it was a nice little bonus that I really appreciate. So everything on the Looxi Beauty site is cruelty free, but this collection is also completely vegan, which I think is awesome. All the shadows are 0.04 ounces, which is pretty much the standard pan size for single shadows. You know, MAC shadows, Makeup Geek, Anastasia Beverly Hills, that size, which I think is good. For me in particular, I feel like brands are bringing out like bigger and bigger eyeshadow pan sizes, and I feel like it's just so like pointless because it's really hard to get through that much of an eyeshadow unless it's like your favorite eyeshadow ever. I remember feeling a little taken aback when I saw ColourPop's size of their shadows in their palettes, but honestly I feel like I wish that everyone would like actually downsize instead of getting bigger. That way it just gives you the ability to try more and, you know, go through your collection and not like have like this giant amount of product. So I appreciate that it is a standard size and it's not like a humongous pan. So this collection has 7 foiled shades and 6 matte shades, and we're gonna get to formula in just a moment, but I did want to talk about the colors for a minute. So I think that from looking at them in person and looking at them in pictures they look a little bit more vibrant. Like this yellow here looks like a true yellow in pictures, whereas in person it's a little bit more of a dirty yellow. I don't know if I can just show you. Like, okay, I have Sugar Pills yellow here, which is a true yellow. So hopefully, I don't know if you can see there. See the difference in shade? It is definitely not a true yellow, and I thought online like it looked really like it looked like a yellow. I actually opened these up in a darker room, like it was like overcast and like there's not a whole lot of natural lighting in my living room, and I thought like at first I thought they sent the wrong collection because the colors looked so much deeper, whereas you know when I took them out in the sunlight they looked brighter. In the ring light right now they look a little bit brighter, but I will say that if you're judging from how they look, I don't know, in pictures and stuff, I think that everything looks a bit deeper. I'm not mad at it though because it's all so beautiful, like just stunning shades. Let's just go ahead and we'll start off by talking about the foiled shades. Honestly, these took me by surprise. I like Looxi's shimmer shadows. If you can see those top 2 rows I already had here, almost all of them are shimmers except for 3 mattes. I actually have 2 more matte shades from them, but they're very like neutral shades, so I kind of kicked them out of this palette so that I would have room to fit the new ones. So they kind of got the boot. They're living in like a little sad Morphe single palette that's all like really beige shades that I don't know what I was thinking when I bought them. I was another person at that time, but anyways, I really do like their shimmer formula normally, but I feel like these are even more amped up. Like they are so delicious. They are truly extreme foiled shadows. And in a lot of ways they remind me of the Makeup Geek foiled shadows, but they're literally half the price, and like I didn't even have to wet it on my lid. Like all of the shadows just applied so beautifully. I did wet one just to see how it would react, and it brought out the reflex a little bit more, but honestly you do not need to wet these. They are absolutely amazing. So I will swatch them all in just a minute, but I just can't get over how beautiful the shimmer shades are. I think if there's like a particular shade, like I think the most unique one is this green right here, and also this blue, maybe not quite as unique but very beautiful. I think those ones I would definitely recommend purchasing if you're just trying to like, you know, buy just 1 or 2 or like 3 or 4 and not the whole collection. I definitely recommend trying out their shimmer formula. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Even this copper shade here, like I'm not normally into coppers, but when I put it on my lid, I was like, I want to bathe in this copper. As far as the mattes go, I think that these are not like the most pigmented shadows I've ever used. They're definitely more buildable. I felt like I had to go in with a few layers to get like full opacity, but okay, how do I say this? It took me longer to blend, but I truly think it's just because when I was testing all of these out, I only used shadows from this collection, and these are all pretty deep shades other than the yellow. So like to take the time to blend this dark purple into like a light purple, obviously it's going to take a little bit of time, but it did work out really well. So I'm very excited to use these in conjunction with other shadows that I have and use them as the deepening shades and not just like one shade overall, if that makes any sense. I like the mattes. I'm very inspired by them. They're very usable. I wouldn't say like, oh, this is my favorite matte formula ever. But I think like the colors. I love the colors, and part of the reason why I wanted to buy this is because some of the shades reminded me of the vivid pigments from Colored Rain, and unfortunately I know they worked for a lot of people, but they did not work out for me, and I'm using like one at a time, very sparingly, you know, with other shadows, making it work, trying to get use out of them because it was an expensive purchase and I could not return it, and it just kind of, it stinks to waste money on shadows that you were really excited about that did not work out. So when I saw these and I saw like some of the similar shades, like the blue shade in here, I would 100% recommend this formula instead of getting like, was it Squad from Colored Rain? I like these so much better. I feel like they're so much easier to work with, so much more like, what's the word? User friendly, is that it? I'm just going to give you guys a quick little look at the vivid pigments in contrast with the Looxi Beauty shadows. So there are some similar shades like the really bright teal, the dark green shade, the dark blue shade, the dark red shade, yellow. Not all the shades obviously, but a few of them that really stuck out to me. So just wanted to show you guys that real quick. Man, it makes me so sad. Every time I look at these, I just feel more sad. So I really like the color selection. I think that all the shadows are nice overall. I think the foil definitely stuck out to me more. I do like the mattes. I do like them, and I definitely have to play with them more and use them in conjunction with other shadows. But I'm just so excited because if you guys are not familiar with my channel, I've been like creating like palettes of my own and doing like weeks with it, and I wanted to keep doing that, and maybe like, I don't know, I have ideas for 2019 what I want to do, but I feel like these are like truly unique shades in my single shadow collection. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like these are going to be amazing assets when I make my own palettes and do those videos. I'm very happy with this, and I think it was a great purchase. I would recommend Looxi 100%. So let's just go ahead and swatch these pretty babies. Alright, so the first shade here is this dirty yellow called Take a Bite. So there's a good little swatch in the pan. You can see it's not like the most pigmented thing ever. I'm going to go ahead and do a second layer just for reference, but it is buildable. The next shade is just a pretty metallic, really warm gold called Tricked. The next shade is a really beautiful metallic copper, and this is called Follow Me. The next shade is this really vibrant orange matte shade called Shh. So there is one swipe. Gonna go ahead and do a little bit more so you can see. There's two. Alright, so the next shade is Forbidden Fruit, and this is like a metallic cranberry. This next shade is Poor Unfortunate Souls, and this name just speaks to me so much. It is a metallic deep purple. The next shade is a matte deep purple called Cursed. One layer and two layers. Don't you just love how all the nail polish came off my swatching finger? The next shade is this really deep red, and it is called Poison on Your Lips. It's a matte shade, and I think this is one of my favorite in the collection. I really liked how this looked on the eyes. Two layers. Alright, so now getting into the blues and greens. This shade, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. This is the shade Sleep Forever. So pretty. The next shade is Damned Damsel, and this is a really deep, like, green metallic shade. Don't know what happened there. This next shade is a really deep metallic blue called Close Your Eyes, and this one really will make you want to close your eyes and like say like, look at this blue on my lid. Like, do you guys see it right there? It's just having its own little moment. Like, I just love this shade. So soft. So pigmented. Right, so next I want to talk really quickly about these two shades here. So these are the last two matte shades, and the green is Serpentine and the blue is Come Hither. So I want to say that I have Come Hither on the outer portion of my eye, and then I have Serpentine on the inner portion, and it kind of looks like I have just one shade through my entire crease. And I feel like Serpentine is pretty true to itself, but Come Hither, I feel like when you blend it out, it definitely looks like it has very strong green undertones. So just because these two are in the collection together, I do wish that Come Hither was a little bit more blue, just to add a little bit more variety. They're both beautiful shadows nonetheless. So I'm going to go ahead and do Serpentine, the matte deep green first. This one actually is picking up a little bit better. Yeah, don't need to do two swipes with that one. That one's pretty good with one. Really beautiful. And then last but not least, doing Come Hither, the really deep blue. I guess I'd call it more of like a blue teal, but there is Come Hither. See, they look different, so different swatched out, but on the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and do like a quick little second layer of that one. As you can see, these shadows are all absolutely stunning, beautiful, just, I don't know, an amazing color story. I feel like they did colors, but in like a grungy fall, like super, I don't know, it's so unique to me. I feel like all these tones are so deep. Like this look that I did today, like I do blues and greens all the time, but it's always like super vibrant blues and greens. So I truly feel they're unique and they are adding value to my collection. So I'm overall pretty happy with my purchase. So that's everything for the review portion of the video. I'm going to jump into the 3 looks that I did using this collection. I did want to say really quickly that they're not super in-depth, intense looks. Like, I'm not talking through them or anything. Just gonna like throw some music over it, show you how I got the looks really quickly, just so you can see how the eyeshadows perform, how they apply, feel like the like crazy heartbeat moment when like the metallics go on the lid, because they're so good. I didn't even use them with a finger. I just used them with a brush and it was intense. So if you want to see how I got 3 different looks with this collection, then just keep watching.
Lights lit this time like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up. you know, don't you know, I'm living in shadow. Don't you know, don't you know, I fell for fool's gold, I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? I fell for fool's gold, I fell for fool's gold. What did I know? What did I know? You were fool's gold. Oh my God. Yes, I did. Oh my God. Yes, I did. Oh my God. Yes, I did. Oh my God. And I did it all for love. Yes, I did it all for love. Oh, they say fools believe in it, so I guess I'm one of them. Oh, don't you know, I fell for fools gold, I fell for.
Alright, so that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.